Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday I had breakfast with some friends in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I haven't had a chance to see these people in a while. And I discovered, after our breakfast, we were talking, saying our goodbyes, that the couple in question were going to a funeral that day. A funeral for an 18-year-old. He committed suicide. Apparently over the anxiety of moving on after high school into the world of college. And I can relate to that. That kind of anxiety about massive change in your life is profound. I suffer from depression, as I've mentioned before, and I have been actively suicidal in the past, pretty much from the time I was 12 years old until I was 30. It was a constant, almost daily thought. I had originally planned as a teenager to kill myself on the night of my high school graduation. That I graduate was very important to my grandmother, so I made sure I graduated. But after that, I really didn't see a point in continuing. I graduated in 1982, and I truly and completely believed that the world was going to end in a rain of nuclear fire. That at any minute, someone in Russia or someone in Washington was going to push a button, and we were all going to just glow ourselves into extinction. But then I fell in love, and the love of that person kept me around. And even after she left, I made it through. And strangely, the knowledge that suicide was an option for me, that I had an escape, an out, kept me alive. Until I got to the point where I realized that in every instance I had ever considered suicide, it was about a temporary problem, and death is a permanent solution. So I'm glad I didn't do it. I would have missed out on a lot of fabulous things. I wouldn't be married to the most wonderful woman I've ever known. I wouldn't have had a chance to spend time with my friends or read great books, see great movies, play great role-playing games. But I can understand what that kid went through. I'm just sorry that he didn't find an out, that he didn't find something to hold on to that would keep him alive. And now he's gone. In a related note, I read a news article yesterday about an 11-year-old that was so badly bullied that he committed suicide. And why was he being bullied? Because his classmates thought he was gay. Now I have no idea if this child is gay. I don't think his parents do. In that age, you're going through a lot of things, and if you are in a state of quandary about that issue, having bullies harass you on a daily basis, verbally, emotionally, and physically, is going to make your life miserable. The school administration where this child went failed this kid completely. Bullying is not something that can be encouraged, accepted, or tolerated ever, for any reason. It's a sad state of affairs where in America, one of the worst insults you can throw at a person is the word gay or the word fag. I read recently that Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine in the new movie coming out next month, has been asked repeatedly if he's gay, and it's always done in a very derogatory manner. And he's annoyed about it, not because he is or isn't gay, because in America, that kind of a question is used as an insult. That being called gay or a fag is insulting. And he considers it a uniquely American experience. I'm not sure. I've only ever lived in America. But I wouldn't be surprised if our puritanical obsession with sex lives of others hasn't twisted that. Because I know that as a kid, fag or gay were the big guns when it came to insults. I was frequently referred to as a fag when I was younger, partly because I was very geeky. I was into books, I was in the band, played trumpet, so I was a band geek. And I had a lot of friends that were female. And this always confused me, because I had female friends, and I spent a lot of time talking to women, both fellow children, teenagers, and adult women. And yet, I received the insulting title of fag. But the jocks, the athletes, the prime cut of our teenage years, apparently, the cream of the crop when it comes to being a teenage male who spent long, hot, soapy showers with each other in the gym, they weren't called gay. Never understood that. Men who hung out with each other naked were always considered straight, and I, who spent time with women, was considered gay. Never grokked that one. But I feel a great deal of sympathy for this child's family, and for this child. He didn't get the help from his family he deserved, he didn't get the help from his school administration he deserved, and he didn't get the treatment, the humanity from his classmates that he deserved. And now he's gone. His life has ended. All the potentials have been closed. And we need to understand in America that our obsession with homosexuality and homophobia needs to be cured. We just need to accept it, to tolerate all of us as equals, as human beings, as people deserving of compassion and humanity, regardless of our differences, so long as we don't harm anyone else. We need to stop turning words into hate.